Good evening, it's 6 o'clock on Thursday, December 29th, 2016. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for the English edition of Aura News, where we bring you today's top stories translated into English every weeknight. In a meeting closed to the media, the Central Election Commission ruled the verdict today to remove the mandates of the Socialist Movement for Integration MP Shkolchim Salami, the Democratic Party's MP Dashimir Tahiri, and that of the mayor of Kavaja, Elvis Roshi. The decision was communicated by the CEC chairman, who declared that the decisions against the mayor and MP Salami were made unanimously, while the result against MP Tahiri was decided with votes from the majority, as the right wing voted against. The Central Election Commission's decision was made at the request of the Prosecution General to interrupt the officials' mandates for failing to declare criminal convictions received before taking office. The Central Election Commission maintains the decision was not an easy one to make, knowing this decision will serve as a precedent for future cases. The decision for Kavaja's mayor will be sent to the Prime Minister, and according to the law, the mayor can appeal the decision with the Constitutional Court, while the two MPs can appeal the decision with the Administrative Court. The United States Embassy commented on today's decision by the Central Election Commission to disrupt the mandates for the three state officials under the decriminalization law. The Embassy of the United States welcomes the decision of the Central Election Commission and the request of the Prosecutor General to remove the mandates of the three politicians, Elvis Roshi, Shkolchim Salami, and Dashimir Tahiri, under the decriminalization law. Today's decision is a victory for the Albanian people and a warning for criminals considering whether to become candidates in the June 18th parliamentary elections. Elected or appointed officials filing false declarations should be punished to the full extent of the law. Persons with criminal records should have no place representing the Albanian people, reads the statement of the U.S. Embassy. The Democratic Party chairman reacted to the Central Election Commission's decision, stating, "The separation of politics from crime has just begun. This is a long-awaited victory for all honest Albanian people. The battle is long and difficult, as crime has the government's support." He added that nothing will stop the opposition from their efforts to stop the evil and to change Albania by changing its politics. The Prime Minister responded to the DP chairman's statement through a post on his Facebook account, which reads, "He keeps talking about the decriminalization law to the Albanian people, but he immediately stood against the law to defend his troublemaker." The Democratic MP Dashimir Tahiri reacted against the Central Election Commission's decision to discontinue his mandate in a comment on Facebook. The majority and the Central Election Commission have not respected the law and made a political decision to damage me and the opposition, said Tahiri, who is challenging the CEC members to find any legal element that makes his mandate worthless. The MP said that now this is more than a legal battle, as it is about Vlora and Cham communities' personal dignity, and promised to follow through with all procedures until the end to reveal the truth. Prime Minister Rama testified today at the Parliamentary Inquiry Commission on the CEZ issue. Prime Minister Rama responded to the questioning of opposition members over the settlement between the Albanian government and the Czech company CEZ. The opposition is accusing the government of solving the CEZ issue politically in order to not risk Albania's candidate status and costing the state €450 million. The Prime Minister defended the agreement, stating that it was the only solution the government could do, and confirms the explanation given by the Minister of Energy regarding the process. In reply to the question of why the dispute was solved by an agreement of mutual understanding rather than taking the case to arbitrage court, the Prime Minister had this to say: "When we took office, the situation compelled us to intervene as fast as possible in order to fix a complicated situation. Back in October of 2013, the losses were at 50%, and the financial situation was touch and go. Therefore, at the insistence of the World Bank, we sought the assistance of the IMF. In the face of all this, we chose to solve the conflict on the basis of mutual understanding. Above all, Albania was at risk for an energetic and financial collapse and losing all chances of attracting investments. Albania's societal position had been weakened beyond repair. All the circumstances and the case made by the stakeholders led us to this conclusion, declared Prime Minister Rama. When asked by the opposition MPs whether the Czech government had set conditions on the agreement with the Albanian government as to its candidate status, the Prime Minister had this to say. The fact that the Czech government had a blocking stance because of this issue is not something we can be surprised about, considering the way the European Union functions. It was possible for the Czech government to impose a veto, though the Czech side did not mention the word veto. I have personally spoken with the Czech Prime Minister, and he never used the word veto, but he clearly implied it. I made it clear that we want the agreement, but not through pressuring, added the Prime Minister. Witnesses say neither the majority nor the opposition members asked the Prime Minister many questions, and it was noted that during the extent of the meeting, the Prime Minister was seen working on drawings. Tirana's mayor, Veliaj, was invited to Ora's program Tonight Ilvatara, where he declared that Tirana's urban plan predicts several constructions that will house 1.5 million people, claiming his plan is 3 times smaller than Lulzambasha's plan. Before the plan was made to give some construction permits, we have made public hearings for the plan. Many of the recommendations given at the hearings have been reflected in the plan. Instead of buildings, we will have 2 million trees. We have planted 50,000 trees, but still, this is not enough. We will solve the traffic problem with the new plan, said the mayor. Regarding the budget, the mayor clarified that the reason it is being approved at the end of the year is because the government's budget needs to be decreed first. The mayor expressed optimism that the City Hall budget and the new urban plan will be approved by the City Hall Council. Tirana's City Hall meeting is underway with 2 points on its agenda, the budget and the general urban plan, having sparked debates between the right and left-wing councillors. The opposition members asked for the City Hall's budget to be removed from the agenda, but the request was not accepted. During the meeting, the DP councillors claimed that DP councillor Besnik Aliyai was not present because he had been threatened, triggering Mayor Veliaj to react, saying, "It is a hypocrisy to receive €500,000 from Albanian taxpayers and then not complete Shkodra's plan. Even though they are from the same party, Shkodra's mayor chose not to put €500,000 in the hands of Besnik Aliyaj. As he discovers the hypocrisy is known, he cannot now call it a threat," said the mayor. During his speech, the mayor added that the new urban plan includes 13 main points and considers it as the Constitution of Tirana for the next 15 to 20 years, which lends the opposition members to claim the urban plan is only the mayor's way to guarantee a continuation of his political career. The City Council's meeting is expected to last until the late evening hours, as none of the agenda points have been discussed so far. That's all for our English edition this evening. Please join us again Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. My name is Mari, and on behalf of Ora News, thank you and good night.